down passes in Vegas before. You've been on fire. Have you ever been that hot in Las Vegas?
Not that hot. It's probably why I'm going somewhere else.
Bro.
He's right, but hopefully not here. Let's talk about it today on the One Carolina Show. You know, it's good to see Derek Carr be so lighthearted about a situation that you could clearly tell is hurting his feelings with not being able to stay in Las Vegas. And I can understand that, you know, with him being with the franchise for so long. But there's another conversation that's starting to heat up right now. Check out this interaction between Albert Breer and Colin Cowherd today on The Herd.
So, I'm reading all sorts of stuff. Russell, Kyler, Derek Carr. I have argued there's a market for Derek Carr, and I think Charlotte's the spot. I think Frank Reich personality, the defense, they've got a number one receiver, crappy division. Don't have to face Mahomes and Herbert every Sunday, right? Feel like every Sunday. What are you hearing on Derek Carr?
So should the Panthers pursue Derek Carr? That would be an emphatic no, no, and no. All right, let's get to the rest of the video. Now, I think two things can be true here. I think you could see Derek Carr go to a team where he could have a renaissance in his career, similar to what Matthew Stafford had when he went from Detroit to L.A. But you're going to have a really hard time selling Panther fans on something like this, including me. I don't think this is something that, considering what we just talked about that Scott Fitterer said in the press conference, unless it was a smokescreen, that we would even look into. And the real reason for that is because of what happened during the rule regime, bringing in Teddy Bridgewater, bringing in Baker Mayfield. Yeah, that was me. But that shirt went so hard, though. Bringing in Sam Darnold, you know, and having so many different quarterbacks and even drafting a quarterback last year who we haven't even had an opportunity to see what he could even do. And hopefully he'll compete this year as well to see if he's someone that, you know, could be the future as well. But I'm all in on drafting a quarterback. I'm all in on starting this thing over, starting from scratch and building up. And I think we have a good opportunity to do that right now with the amount of draft capital that we have and the fact that the Bears have made it known that they are willing to trade the first pick. Scott Fitterer, who's been known to say that he's going to be in on every deal. And to me, if the Panthers are connected, it would just be that. It would be Scott Fitterer's, you know, omission to being in on every deal just to kick the tires to see what could happen. But I don't think you have to like fast pace this with Frank Reich. I know that there was a tweet that was put out recently that says that Frank Reich has like 1 year to prove himself by PFF or someone connected to PFF. And I don't buy into that at all. I don't think that we can look at what happened with this regime in the past and say like, well, Frank Reich only gets one opportunity. And so you better bring in a Derek Carr so you can like win now or whatever like that. Like, no, I would love to see us slow play this thing and like really take the time to build this team, not necessarily from a slow play perspective of like thinking that you can rebuild some, you know, other quarterback like a Darnold or something like that, but in the way that I would like to see us draft our guy, have our guy in the building, us develop our guy, you know, because you just see a lot of the franchises that are successful right now doing that same thing. And if we want to retain that success and consistently have that success, like sure, the LA Rams won a Super Bowl doing that, but they had a much more loaded roster that was kind of ready to win, you know, just kind of on the fringes that had been to a Super Bowl not long before that. And so I would really like to see us draft our guy, but I don't know. Tell me what you think. Do you think that this Derek Carr, you know, situation has some real legs to it, or would you like to see Derek Carr here? No disrespect to Derek Carr, because I think Derek Carr is a great guy, and he's somebody that I'm sure the locker room would love, and he'd be a hard worker and a fighter. But for two reasons: one, you know, I want to see a new guy drafted, and two, I don't want to see us pay $40 million over 2 years for a quarterback. I think his contract is something set up like that, but I don't know. Tell me what you think. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you never miss a video. My name is John from the One Carolina Show. Keep pounding.